You are watching Soundwave's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soulmonger and today is another Soundwave Sunday! And I apologize if I sound a little bit stuffed up. I have been petting this stray cat that keeps coming over to my house and I keep feeding it so it keeps coming back, and I'm allergic to cats, but it's a nice cat so I don't mind. And let's get this started, let's get the ball rolling. Oh, a little couple notes beforehand. High Moon Studios said they will announce when the demo is going to be this week, so we'll expect an update and expect lots of demo gameplay coming your way in the future. Alright, let's get this started. First question comes from 2011 Sideswipe. Hi Mungry, from the UK. My question is, if High Moon Studios were given a movie-sized budget, do you think they'd be able to pull off a Transformers movie? I think they'd make the best Transformers movie towards fans, and maybe the best action too, because they make some pretty awesome stuff. Although I think they would have to bring in some people that actually worked on movies before, since they are a video game company. Alright, next question comes from EmoBoy163. Hey Mungry, are you into the superhero thing like Turtle? Now, I do like superheroes, but I'm not like super into them, I guess. I grew up more with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men, which I guess can be considered somewhat superheroes, and also Transformers, so I'm not into them as much. Next question comes from Zachary Wilson 06. Hey Mungry, what changes would you like to see for Fall Cybertron, other than leader class's overpowering advantage? Now this question has been asked a lot to me, and I got a simple answer. I do not want to see any one-shot weapons, and by one-shot weapons I mean anything that will kill you right away with full health. And in this game, I don't think we're going to see it because of two reasons. We have a shield bar and a health bar, so it's going to take a lot of damage to take off that shield and then to get to your health. And also because I think and hope they learned from their last game with the frag launcher and the EMP. They put in two weapons that were just extremely overpowered, especially with Warcry, that couldn't compete with the rest of the weapons and pretty much made them useless. So I'm hoping they learn from their advantage, and they want a lot of varieties, so I'm hoping they balance out the weapons good so more people try and use different weapons. Next question comes from Les142997. Mungry, what was your first Transformers game you ever played? And it was Transformers on the PS2, and I actually did a full playthrough of it on my channel a while back when I was just starting out, so if any of you guys are interested, check that out. I got a playlist on the right side of my channel. Next question comes from Whiteboy7 the Strudels. I'm sorry, I screwed up your name. Mungry, what are your thoughts on the fact that they are always hurting Bumblebee? He is my favorite. I don't know, I think it builds character for Bumblebee. I don't like that he doesn't have a voice, but I think it builds character and it really makes you kind of relate with him being a little bit weaker and having to go through the hardships to succeed. So, I don't know, I think it adds for more of a plot, you know, thickening, I guess. Next question comes from Turtles4002. Hey Mungry, I know this is random, but what type of music do you listen to? I pretty much listen to 80s rock music. I didn't grow up in the 80s, but I really like their music from the 80s. Next question comes from Lightning Blade 311. Hey Mungry, well there is no co-op campaign of Fall Cybertron. How would you feel if there was a co-op mode similar to Spec Ops or co-op in Battlefield 3? I think we're getting that with Escalation. I'm more happy with Escalation than their Spec Ops. I think I tried Spec Ops like 1 or 2 times and then was like, I'm done with this. So I'd rather play Escalation anyways. Alright, oh, set in the campaign. I didn't finish reading the question. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know how that would work. That'd be kind of cool to get like individual missions later on, like to play. It'd be like, you completed this mission on War for Cybertron, or on Fall of Cybertron, now you can go back and play it with a friend. That'd be kind of cool. Also, in retaliation to the last question, in this week's Soundwave Sunday, if there were 2 different endings because of the choice to play as either Optimus or Megatron in the ending chapter, how would you feel if they made 2 different beginnings in a sequel? Huh. I think that would be kind of confusing to people that are new to the game, so I don't think that would be a good decision. Next question comes from Inner Iron Man. Hey Mungry, where can I get a box of Energon Wheaties you eat every morning? Although expensive, but definitely worth it, you can find them at Teletran 1. Alright, next question comes from the Prime Dude. Wonder if he's kind of like the dude, but the prime dude. So I wonder if he kind of is just sitting back, laying on his rug in his home in Cybertron. Yeah, you never know. But anyways, hey Mungry, when Fall of Cybertron comes out, can you do a time to kill / weapon guide for your every gun? That's a good question. I'm not sure if I'll do like an actual like time to kill because of each character being different like health system. But it'd be kind of cool to do like a weapon guide for each gun. I mean, I'm not really too sure on what kind of structure I'm going to have when this game comes out. There's so much coming. I keep saying that it feels like 4 games in one, and it does. I mean, I don't even know where I'm going to start with like videos and stuff like that. So this should be interesting. I'm sure I might take a request or something like that if you guys want to do that later on, but I don't want to take anything like that right now. Do not write your request in this because it gets overwhelming. I gotta kind of see how it will work. And another like side note, I can't believe how many of you guys don't like pie. What is wrong with you guys? Pie is awesome. Alright, next question comes from So Dope 89. If you could hang out with any fictional character, who would it be? I just picked the first one that comes to my head, Brock Sampson, because he is awesome and he likes to blow stuff up. Next question, with a whopping 2 thumbs up. State of the initiative. Dude, is this So Munger I'm playing with on PC War for Cybertron U? Please say yes. Yes, yes, yes. No, it's not me. I don't PC game. You guys know that already? Maybe, most of you. I don't know. But no, I do not PC game. It is an imposter. So the only So Mungers there are on PS3. That's me. I got a space in between the So and Munger with an underscore for PS3, and then just a space on Xbox. Next question comes from Forceman4077. With the demo being confirmed by High Moon on Twitter, how does the crow taste? All in good fun. Any thoughts on that? Alright, I want to say that there was no demo, or there wasn't going to be a demo, because I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought the game was coming close. So I apologize for everybody that listened to me. I'm sorry. And the crow tastes pretty good. Actually, I would never eat a crow, though. And a little fun fact, crows are extremely smart birds, even though they may not look like it when they're pecking on the side of the road at a dead carcass. But I'm happy that the demo's coming. I think we all should be, and it should be fun. And I cannot wait to play it. Next question comes from Twilight Shadowblade. Quick question for you, Mungry. What do you think of the new design for Optimus and Megatron in Fall of Cybertron? Do you like the original designs from War for Cybertron, or are you digging the more beefed up look? If Optimus was a cow, I would definitely eat him now because he is enormous. I do not like Optimus. I thought they put way too much weight on him. He's been eating his Energon Wheaties way too often. So I would like to see him a little bit more skinny, and I feel like I'm going to be using his G1 model a little bit more, even though it's not even really totally G1. It's still thick. I do like Megatron. I think he looks pretty awesome with his new design. Last question comes from Ethan Murphy. Mungry, hope you answered this. What is your favorite type of movie? Mine is comedy. And who is your favorite actor in that movie or not? I don't know what the or not is, but my favorite type of movie, I would have to say it's a tie between comedy and action. I know that's kind of a cheap way out because that's probably a lot of people's, but I could probably watch action more on a replay, but I don't know, maybe comedy too. Comedy's really good because it makes you laugh. It gives you that warm feeling inside. But I used to really like Chris Farley a lot, but then he died, so I would say my new favorite actor for comedy is for sure Will Ferrell. And for action, I don't know if I really have a favorite actor for action because it kind of depends on what movie they're in. I do have some not favorite actors or some people I don't want to be in my action movies, such as like Nicolas Cage because he's the same person in every movie. But other than that, it's kind of movie based for me for action with the actor. Alright, that will wrap up this week's Soundwave Sunday. Hopefully next week I will have some Fall of Cybertron gameplay for Soundwave Sunday. That'd be pretty cool. And keep your questions coming. I got a whopping 250 questions. I can't get to them all. So if you didn't get your question answered in this episode, please keep trying. I will try to get to a lot of people's questions as much as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And remember to have a good Soundwave Sunday.
Energon